It says I'm live. Let's see. I know I'm early. Hey, Robert Mack. Anybody that's in here? Hi, Jeff. Mitch, are you? Let's see. Heck, I've missed streams all day. My brother just jumped in the truck and headed. Okay, at 7. So I don't know what time. I don't know if Mitch is in here or we'll be back. I guess we'll find out about the house. Um, how is how's the audio and the video? It should be the same. I like these glasses. They don't reflect as bad. And I can actually see and read almost from back here. Let's see. It's working. First like. Thanks, Robert. I'm going to put up my little banner I made that says, Great Day, Thailand, and Happy Mother's Day to all. I don't know if anybody's, I think I only have maybe uh, 2 or 3 women, Sue and Tup to You, I think, or maybe one more. I don't know. Hopefully, I'll get more. But if there are any watching or listening or whatever, or wives of anybody, by all means, tell your significant other that I said Happy Mother's Day. Good here. Sounds good. All right, cool. Cool, cool. So I started a little video that I'm going to go over to the house today. I went over, I did a little intro on just, straight into the camera here. And they, uh, they started and finished the front steps. I talked to him, and he is ordered and to be delivered on Tuesday all the roofing material and all the block and everything. So I'm going to say by the end of next week or the end of this week, today's Monday, here anyway. Um, I'm I'm expecting to see probably a lot of activity and a lot of work done. Um, is what I'm expecting anyway. But yeah, and we picked it out. It's a dark gray. When it gets delivered, I'll take some video of it. We did end up going with they had a 15, I don't know, centimeter millimeter. I don't know. We went with the one that's 25, so almost twice as much. And then, and I said in the little intro, I'm going to go ahead, I think, and uh, keep or use the rolled insulation. I don't know if uh, what is it? Somebody I can't remember. Anyway, a rolled insulation that's going to go above the ceiling, laying on the ceiling, and then I think I'm going to put in attic vents or attic fans actually. And I talked to a couple of YouTubers here in not talked to, but text back and forth uh, on putting in a um, solar attic fan. Hey, there you are. Hey, Mr. Mitch, is it sold or what? Do we know yet? Is Andy in here? Hi, Andy. Hi, Bill. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, cool. Wow. A lot of people showing up. Did you get offers? What's today? No, it's only Sunday there, right? They told you they were going to put stuff together for Tuesday your time, Mitch? Sounds like you got a lot of activity from what I've seen you say. But anyway, so hopefully I'll go by there again today. And then tomorrow, hopefully, when they make those deliveries, I'll get some pictures of what that PU stuff looks like and what color it is and all that kind of offer reviews Tuesday morning. But yeah, cool, cool. Sounds good. That was this one. I keep forgetting I have this. I tried yesterday to go on live with my 70D and through the YouTube app, which when I tried it last time, it kicked me off a bunch of times, and I ended up coming back to StreamYard. But my 70D got uh, Canon got hot again. Picture was great. So what I did was they do have teacher. Hey Sue, happy Mother's Day. Um, they do have a way to use. I have a 7 here and the 9, but they do have a way to go ahead and get into this compartment. And I ordered it. It's I have the capture card, and I ordered the HDMI to. I have an HDMI to HDMI Mini that I can't get to work on my mirrorless Canon, and this one actually takes a micro, so I needed to go from HDMI to micro, and then I think I will use this as my webcam. The one I've got, this one's okay, but this will be better, I think. So we'll experiment with that. The 7 will work, um, the 9 will work. They all should work actually, as long as they're blacks, I guess. From what I understand on the internet, as long as you can use the 6 black, the 5 black, the 4 black, but it has to be the black one. And I think that's because the other ones don't have the micro HDMI. So hopefully that'll be here sometime this week, and we'll try that one, and I'll do a test. But I tried testing twice through the YouTube with this. This is my 70D. This is a great camera, but this has got the little pancake 24 lens on it, which was perfect. But I think that the GoPro is gonna work out better. This one's too bulky. I can't. It's real long, and my desk is up against the window. In the new house, it'll be different. I'm gonna have a nice uh, desk area, office area. Let me see here. Am I missing anything? He was becoming a tech nerd. Yeah, no kidding, right? A tech nerd, like you buy all this crap that I've gotten, and then you take 2 or 3 years to learn how to use it, right? But I'm having fun. I am learning something. Um, as far what happened to my little banner? It went away. That says Happy Mother's Day. I am getting a little better with the tech stuff. The computer. I think I'm gonna because the one that I want's 20. What did I say? 22,000. Um, it's that ASUS. It's their gaming deal. Like I told you, Mike said, "Live my ass off." He has it now. They're out of it on Lasada, which probably helped me from spending an extra 22,000 baht. But this one works. I mean, to edit and stuff, and to do the live streams. Granted, if I had that one, the camera in the actual laptop is better than pretty much anything I've gotten. So, but I'm being cheap. I don't trying to spend as little money as possible because everything's going pretty much into the house. I don't like this camera. Let's see if we can. That's a little better. So I think I'm not going to spend that. And then like I said, the on the little intro thing too, as we were going to with the door that we were looking for, that we actually liked for the house was 60,000 baht, and so we talked to him, and they don't have a spec on what he was going to put in there. So I said I need to see what you have, in the budget for that, and what you would suggest as a upgrade. I do want to get an upgrade of some kind, but 60,000 for that. I mean, I'd rather spend it on a big ass refrigerator than than on that. So that'll wait. And if we do decide to go with the door, we'll just have them, come in with a saw and cut the block and put it in. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Hello, Robert. We'll be watching your live stream. When's your live stream, Robert? Mitch is saying Happy Mother's Day. When's your live stream, Robert? Did I miss it? Did you put when it's going to be? Thank you. Next weekend. I was yesterday. I know I caught the one that was in the middle of the night. That you were at the. Where were you at? God, now my mind. See, I'm old again. Thank you, Mitch. Johnson. When is you got it scheduled already? I didn't get notified that you were doing a live stream, Robert. But I will. Robert saying Happy Mother's Day. Oh, yeah, Venice. But you're doing one today at what time? So that's pretty much the update on the house. Hopefully I'll have some video tomorrow of them actually putting all the material there, and you'll get an idea. And this bigger block, what I've seen on YouTube and everything else, like Joe, Foreigner Joe and Gift's house, they use that small red block, and it took a long time. It looks like this white block is probably 10 times faster, and I'm just guessing. Sue says thank you. Oh, next weekend. Okay. Oh, you will be going again from a different beach or Venice again. And Andy says, Happy Mother's Day, Sue. Trent Monday here. Yeah, I just got off the phone with my mom right before we started. Oh, cool. All right. I'm game for that. So hopefully I'll have video on the house, and then I got to do another video. The little fish I can't ever get the camera right. They started out about this big, the regular ones, not the pink ones, and they've almost doubled, I think. And the pink ones too, maybe, I don't know. I got to look at the video originally when we got it, and I got to do a video on that. And I think I'm going to put out a one on the koi too, on some filter designs and actually the pond design. So that'll bore probably some people, but it'll be fun. I need to do them. What else? I think I'm going to do. I haven't ridden my scooter in God knows how long, so I think I might do a little motor vlog around Sarin. I've got to figure out how I'm going to hook up my mic. Everybody, I think, puts them inside their full face. I don't have a full face helmet, and I definitely don't want it to be just a constant wind noise. But so maybe I'll have to buy. They're cheap. The full face cheap helmets are cheap, so maybe I'll order one of those, and also put a camera deal or something up there. I do have one on my windshield. That's a pretty good place too. Maybe put one on the back. But let's see. Am I missing anything? Anything correct? Cool. What else is happening? It seems to me, as far as everything's going with all. Excuse me. I moved that microphone. As far as I'm concerned, like I think I said before when we were talking about what's going on, especially in Bangkok, it may not look that great because the numbers kind of keep doing this stuff. I think they've been as low as 1,900, but they seem to be hovering around the 2,200 mark. To me, and this is again my personal opinion, what happened the last time that I can remember, and I think we talked about this, was what we saw before the numbers really started to stabilize and come down, was the recovery rate was equaling or surpassing the new people. And that's what it seems to be doing right now, or darn close. So if I had something to say, I'd have to say, a lot of people are saying it's a bad thing and bad this and that. I think it's a good thing, a good sign. Do I still think they need to really put a formal lockdown? But yeah, and again, that's my opinion. I think it'll make things move along faster. But they have to do something. Like I said, the people in Pattaya and Bangkok and the big tourist areas, they're I hate the people that invest in there. That's an investment. As far as whether you're American or UK or whatever, you took uh, $50,000 of your money and said, "I'm going to invest this in a bar or a restaurant or something in Pattaya." Let's say, I'm just saying. Um, do I feel sorry for those people? Yes, uh, but as knowing that if I was the one that was doing that, it's a business. By me putting that money in there, that I knew when I did that there was a chance that I could lose that money. The people, what I think is different with the people of Thailand is that's their livelihood. Um, Most of the people, and I say most, they're doing it as an investment because they have extra money to put into something that could possibly lose money. The Thai person that's doing it is putting every hour that they've got and their kids and their aunts and their uncles and whatever they got to do to make enough money to pay the electric bill and eat a bowl of rice. uh, I feel more so for. And maybe I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but it's the way I feel more for the Thai person than the guy that has a $500,000 in the bank and he lost $20,000 in Pattaya. I still feel for them. No one wants to see anybody have to close down. Even in teachers' case, it's basically his wife's doing. He did it. He liked the singing and stuff, but he did it for her. I know he must have. I've never talked to him, and again, this is just me guessing. But he did it for his wife. Give them something, but more for her. So it's basically her deal. So I'm hoping that they can make it through. It would be nice. What did I miss? Anything? Let's see what we got. Hello, Robert. Stream it was a little early for me. I woke up in the middle of the night, is why I caught his stream. I was just watching. Let's see. Hello, Andy. It's me feeling good. Glad that you're feeling good, Johnny, and welcome. And Sue saying hello. And of course, everybody too, but close to 1,000 in Bangkok proper. Um, Hello. Pattaya doesn't need new bars. But yes, very sad. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Johnny Sam has a channel also. You guys can post Johnny's channel by all means. I see everybody telling people to do that, but I don't even know how to do it, and I'm a sub. So when they say it, I go, "Oh crap, I don't know." Thank God Mitch is there or somebody else that's a moderator that knows how to do it. But by all means, Robert, post Johnny's link if you would. But yeah, probably with the amount that they have in Pattaya, just picking Pattaya because that's a well-known name and area and everybody goes there. I think with the way it's going to have to build back up, it's probably better that there are less places to go, which means to me that the ones that have fought to stay open, or maybe it's a Thai person that owns that particular building and they closed it down until until they can open again, or whatever the case may be. I know that there was a lot of people talking, and again, this was all hearsay. Was that there was people buying a whole bunch of bars and people being foreigners buying a whole bunch of bars for close to nothing, for people that figure if I could get at least this, it's better than nothing. Let's see, Johnny. I've been co-hosting Talkback Thailand, so yes, need a few more chats on my channel. Yeah, by all means, post Johnny whatever he wants to post. If you want to post the co-hosting or whatever, if that's a separate channel, post that too by all means. So I had heard that that they were buying them up, and again, like what he said I don't think they need any more. Um, Maybe in a couple of years, but I think that if they could just get what they've got there open and making money from when they open stuff back up, I would think would be good. I just feel for the Thai people and the foreigners too. I mean, like I said, it's just a little bit different to me if you're in a situation where you've got money to invest, or you're in a situation where this is your complete life. If you don't have it, you know, you're in trouble. Thailand, okay, yeah, he'll post it, or I don't know if you can or not, Johnny. I don't know what people have to be. Hey, Stuck, how you doing? Everybody saying hi to Stuck. Cool. Um, so, but the other stuff that I've heard, uh, like I said, I think they built a couple of more field hospitals, um, but I think the number's going to come down. I'm kind of curious. I don't know if it came out today already, but on what happens this week. Uh, it seems like most people, at least here, I don't see a bunch of people, a bunch of numbers going crazy here. It's mostly in around Bangkok, Pattaya, that area. I'm guessing again. I want to say, a good 85% of the new cases are coming from that area. So, they're still talking about. My wife has to go take the kids to the hospital, which I don't like, but to get a piece of paper so that they can go back to school, because according to what she said yesterday, and I don't know if that's changed either, is they're going to open, I believe, June 1st, the schools in Bangkok. Now that might change depending on what happens with the numbers. I'm sure, but the school that they go to is a big school, man. If they, I don't know. I find it a little bit leery, because if a teacher can leave, I know originally, which had never happened, they were supposed to stay there and not be able to leave. Well, they changed all that before all this happened, when they decided to close it down. But that kind of scared me too, because now you've got a whole school that is locked down, but the teachers can come in and out freely. It didn't make sense to me. One teacher, catches it outside and brings it back in, and within a matter of a week, the whole school's infected. Okay, what am I? Norbert, talk back Thailand. How you doing? Everybody saying hello. Funny how the rich is getting richer and these lockdowns hurt the common. Yeah, it seems that way to me. It hurts them more, and I'm sure that there are people that came here and took their foreigners being took their last dime and bought a restaurant or whatever. But later after, okay. If anybody knows Johnny's uh, what channel, go ahead and post it. I don't know how to do that stuff, or I'd do it for you, Johnny. The CSSA briefing is now and 1 p.m. Bangkok time every day, the English language. About 4 New York time. Okay, cool. Thanks, Bill. It pops up on my phone usually. My opinion is Thailand should open to vaccinated. They're going to have to do that sooner or later anyway. I think that's what they're trying to do now. Again, this is all hearsay stuff. I heard that Phuket is still on. I think it's for July 1st. The criteria, from what I heard, for them to keep it going and open it then is everybody vaccinated and no cases, no new cases in Phuket. Whether that's possible, I don't know. But they're still leaving, as far as I know, as of yesterday, from what I heard. Again, do your due diligence and don't take what I say unless I say I absolutely know for sure. If I give you this is what I've heard, that means it's what I've heard. But if they can do that, that would be awesome. But hopefully they will. But they're hoping to have everybody there vaccinated. So I don't know how they're going to do that. And I did hear that June 1st, all the people in Thailand, both foreigner and Thai people, will be included in the rotation of the vaccine. So that's kind of cool. And of course, I still have been procrastinating on two things. I have not talked to my doctor about that, and I have not sent my passport in to get a new one. Let's see. Stuck in Florida. Said okay. I think that's their like um, their disease control, right? Uh, their government. I think that's what that is. Somebody else that knows will answer, I'm sure. Aussie government are saying even if you're vaccinated, can't leave. And the vaccine does well. Yeah, I know. It's kind of Australia has pretty well said we will not be able to tourist travel until late next year. Wow, that sucks. Yeah, it's like their Center for Disease Control, or CDC or whatever. Um, but it's kind of an interesting thing. If anybody's got the link that teacher gave me for it, I don't know. God, I got to learn this tech stuff. I still don't know how the hell to work it. um, yeah, I know we'll be able to. So it's gonna come through. Um, but if anybody's got that, yeah, I heard too, Jeff, that they're supposed to be getting some help. Thailand being supposed to be they from Russia, supposed to be getting a whole bunch of help from vaccines from Russia. Uh, they're on the one they did that same channel on the English version. I think it was 2 days ago, maybe 3 days ago. They did like an extra 20 minutes on where and how much stockpile they had and how much they were looking to get on the 1st of June, on the 1st of July. Um, but they did a whole segment almost on what they thought. But that was when they had mentioned that all foreigners and everything will be included in their schedule come June 1st. We'll see. Tiger results. And Stuck says hello to Sue. I had a phone call. Whose link? What was I looking? Oh, the link for that CD, whatever it is, the one that gets the English version, the Thai uh, government. Anybody know? Somebody just posted it. Let me look. My mind's crazy here. Come on, where are you? This one here, CCSA briefing. If anybody knows it, post it because it's pretty neat. It comes up and tells you everything that's going on in English, which is nice since I don't speak that much Thai. Who got the Robert got the fines? No issue, smooth. So yeah, somebody I forget who it was. Somebody told me just the other day that they got the second one on something and it made them sick. But I think you're only talking about a day or 2 days, a little fever and achy. I forget who it was. It was somebody that's probably in the room now. But yeah, so let's see what is this one. Hey Craig, how are you? 3 days ago, Pfizer says they will ship 10 to 20 million to Thailand in the third and fourth quarters. Cool. Uh, Pfizer, they ship directly. What country in particular? From the U.S. on that, Craig? Whatever it is, 10 or 20 million is good because what do we figure? There's 70 million people in Thailand, I think. Robert says hello to you, Craig. Just had my second on Wednesday, didn't even blink. Cool. I'm just a little bit scared, man. I don't, like I said, last night again, man, with the breathing crap. I didn't sleep maybe 3 hours last night at the most. When I lay down, it's just weird. I got to go. I guess I'm going to have to go to the doctor here soon. I don't want to have any kind of problems, but it does scare me a little bit if it makes you short of breath or anything like that, because I'm already short of breath. We're setting up vaccine hubs in Australia now. When do they plan, Andy, to have everybody in Australia, or at least enough to be able to release things? They're not saying, or is that statement that was made earlier about the middle or end of next year? Is that when they're figuring? Because I don't know, everybody that I'm talking to, and this is only friends and family, nothing to do with everything else, but they're saying pretty much in the United States, people are just going about their own business and doing whatever they want. I don't know if that's good, bad, or indifferent. Like I told you before, I have a friend that from Arizona. He said they pretty much haven't worn masks the whole time. And you had no problem. I do too. So maybe that's good. Thank you, Jeff. That'll help me. I just, it just scares me a little bit, I guess. But like I said, in my particular instance, um, not till next year. Okay. Uh, I just, if I want to go see my grandkids and see my family and see my friends, I'm gonna have to, because I know, like I said, even if the United States says, "Oh yeah, just come," we don't care. I know that by the time I go and I was to come back to Thailand, they're going to want it'll be they'll have put in place a mandatory deal that you had to have. But it kind of, well, hopefully when they're saying Australia next year, that's January 1st and maybe before. I know that they're trying. I don't know what's it like inside the country, Andy, in Australia. Uh, is it you pretty much have open and free travel, or no? Dave, have you had a screening of, yeah, an ultrasound thingy where they come across and do this on your thing? Yeah. And he was happy with everything. He said, like I said, when I it was really weird, because when I my clinic are doing only 50 vaccinations a day. Wow, might be a long time. I guess so. Uh, Robert, when I was in the hospital, they did the some kind of echocardiogram, something or other. They hooked me up to this machine, and it might be what you're talking about. Uh, I was using, what did he say, 40% of my heart, which freaked me out. And he said, "Hey, just calm down." He said most people older, they use less of their heart, but they get along just fine and they're fine. I said, okay. So when after I was out for 2 months, he said, let's do another one. And when they did that one, of course, I've been eating better and eating right and doing all that. And he at the end of the thing, he said, Dave, whatever you're doing, don't stop doing it. He said, you've had an enlarged heart forever, right? And I said, as long as I could remember, I've had an enlarged heart. He goes, well, you don't anymore. And you're using 75% of your heart. So whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. And won't, because when I was in there, when he did that one, he wanted to schedule me for they put in 2 stents years ago in me, where they go in, I forget what it is, angioplasty. Is that what it is? Go in the veins, and he wanted to look around. After he saw that second one that I did, he said, "You're fine. Don't even worry about it." But so you can't. Oh, you can travel interstate. So basically, you were in the same position that we were here in Thailand up until 3 or 4 weeks ago, which is still open, but it's getting close to closing down. Well, I guess that's okay. That's better than being locked down in the country too. Yeah, and the one that he gave me, I think, was an echocardiogram. Was one of them, and then I did have the ultrasound. But in the echocardiogram, they use that thing too. But it actually tells him, the machine tells him what percentage of my heart I was using. So he's been excited about everything that I've been doing. I just been freaking out because of the last 2 weeks with this. It's almost a shortness of breath, but it's not to where I'm like freaking out, like, oh my God, I got to get to the hospital or I'm going to pass out. It's not anything like that. It's just different. It's not as good as like I can right now. It would have stopped 3/4 of the way through that, and didn't have that. I didn't have that last, and that just kind of freaks me out. But Darwin in July, cool. What did I miss that? Sue says, I have to visit my 89-year-old dad in Melbourne. Able to go now. That's cool. As long as, everybody wants to get to Thailand or wants to go somewhere out of the country, and I understand because I would be right there with you. But it sure makes it a lot nicer. Because I remember last year, I had just gotten out of the hospital. So now I'd been 2 months in ICU, a month in a room, a private room. Can't walk, could barely learning how to use a walker, and then all of a sudden, by the time they take me home in an ambulance, and by the time I can get up and actually move around almost by myself, we're in the middle of a full lockdown. Can't leave the Providence. I finally, after like from January, February, March, April, maybe May or something like that. My wife, they got me in the truck and we just drove around Surin for an hour just so that I could, see what it is. Oh yeah, whole crap load. Blood pressure medication. I was a diabetic. Now, about 3 months ago, I said I want to change my eating, and I've got the machine to test the little poker, and my sugar level's been fine. And he told me last month he took me off the medication completely 2 months ago and said you're not a diabetic anymore, which is cool. But I'm taking a blood thinner and 2 kinds of blood pressure medication, which if I probably lost 40 pounds, I probably wouldn't have to take the blood pressure. What else? I take a multivitamin. I take one, I think, for cholesterol. Don't know why I take that. My cholesterol has got to be good. But go imagine that's to Melbourne, right? Yeah, it could be. It could be. I don't know. It's just so weird. And Mr. Mitch, hello to everybody. How you doing, Mitch? It I don't know. It's just weird, man. And then if I thought one day maybe I'm drinking a little bit, a water pill too, and then something to control my potassium, because the water pill strips your potassium from the body, and your heart needs that. But he so I don't know. I need to get off of half of what I'm on, but I'm hoping that I can get off some of it. But I thought maybe it was that, and I stopped drinking a lot of fluids, and it got better. So I'm thinking maybe I'm retaining water at night, so I've got to cut down my fluids during the day and see what happens. This turned into a doctor show. If you're old, come on over and watch my channel. Oh my brother. Everybody's saying hello to Mitch. Mitch should be here any day now. He'll find Tuesday. He's going to be trying to figure out how he's just going to take the guy that offered him 50% over listing price. Just go with the guy that's 50% over. You got a lot of, yeah, mine has been good, all through the years because, a heavy smoker, 3 packs a day, Um, Now it's been a year and a half since I've not smoked, and I've been smoking since I was 12. Uh, but my doctor's always said, let's do a chest X-ray, and they wanted to do the chest X-ray so that he could pull me into the room, put it up on their little light bar, and uh, and say, look how crappy your lungs are. If you don't stop smoking, you're going to die. And they've never been able to do that. Doctor was just pissed off. I wish I could say that you look like crap, but your lungs look clean. So, we'll, uh, we'll see. What am I missing? Certainly. Everybody just saying hi and back and forth. I love this channel. Change my diet, doctor said. Yeah, and that's what my doctor said too. And I just cut out. I wasn't really big on sweets, but give me a giant bowl of pasta with 5 billion calories, and that's going to turn into a mass amount of sugar. And that's just my favorite food. I'm Italian. I grew up eating pasta, so I pretty much cut a lot of the starches out. Although I do still eat some sticky rice. My mother-in-law and my wife like to make me like to make me sticky rice and sometimes fried pork and lamu. Um, it's good stuff, but I'm trying to eat better, and it's been good. I can tell when my blood sugar gets wrong. I can tell in a heartbeat. And what was happening was, Robert, I was taking those pills, and if I didn't eat breakfast, I was getting lightheaded and feeling like crap. And I'd take my sugar, and it's down 68, 65, and I'd eat freaking M&Ms or chocolate or a spoonful of sugar. And I said, I'm getting tired of this. Can't you just cut the medication out and let me try it? And he did. He cut it way back, and uh, and it went good for me. But I'm glad your sugar stabilized, Andy. That's cool. I, I believe that's true. Yeah, I remember that. I think the only one that died really late that was a health nut was Jack LaLanne. Am I bringing up my age by saying Jack LaLanne? He might have been dead before some of you guys were born, but I think he lived into his 90s or something. And of course, my hero, George Burns, smoking cigars and drinking whiskey and died at what, over 100, 99 or 101. He's my hero. He used to be anytime my kids or somebody would say, "You need to stop smoking." Look at George Burns. Give me another glass of whiskey. uh, but let's see, what haven't we touched on? Um, Travel here. I guess I could still go places. My wife won't let me pretty much leave the house, but uh, I got to do something. I'm getting a little antsy. Maybe we'll take a ride. I'm definitely going to go by the house today and take a little video. I'll go tomorrow. Was that Jack LaLanne that died at 96, or um, but yeah, she doesn't like me. She doesn't like me going anywhere. But we could maybe just take a ride around. I'd like to go to Ubon, but um, the I have only one vice. I if you ask me, do I want a cigarette right now? Yes. Will I smoke again? No. Do I want to smoke each and every day? Yeah. I've been doing it forever, man. I mean, my biggest thing being up at Bass Lake was I had a little aluminum boat, a little 9 9 4-stroke outboard. I get up in the morning, make a big Stanley deal of coffee, get a donut and 2 packs of cigarettes, and go out and troll for kokanee or troll for trout. You know, uh, I I miss it, but I know, and every time I say it, my wife looks at me. You'll die. I said, I know, I'll die. Okay, so it was Jack LaLanne. I had a doctor at Kaiser send certification letter to my house. I was in Vietnam, so my friend who watches. opened the letter for me and said it said I'm in dangerous cholesterol. Yeah, was that the biggest thing you were worried about? Danger. You know, I did that too when I went home. Was I in Thailand? No, I think I was in Costa Rica. When I was in Costa Rica, uh, the let's see, house listed on Thursday the 6th with 5 showings that day. On Friday, there were 8 showings. Saturday there were 12 showings. Today 4 showings plus open house where 30 people came through. Yeah, I think you're going to get bombarded on Tuesday morning. What it was I went to when I came back from Costa Rica. It was kind of the same thing that I would come back for, you know, 2, 3, 5 days a week, week and a half, whatever it was. And most of the time I'd go to the hospital and I'd get if I needed to get my blood tested or something like that, I did. And my potassium was extremely low, so low that they tried to call me and I had my phone turned down. And they finally got a hold of me like, I don't know, 8 hours later or something. And I went to, they called me. They said, you need to go to emergency right now, this very second. Is Jeff leaving? Hold on, I'm missing stuff. All right, Jeff, take it easy. Let's do the review date 10 a.m. Um, and get a shot of potassium or whatever it was. So of course I go down. I don't know how many people are from the United States, but in California, when you go to emergency room, there's at least 150 people there. Sometimes you can't even sit down. So if you go at 3 in the afternoon to any emergency room in California, anyway, that I'd been to, you might get to see a doctor by 12 hours later, 18 hours later, 6 o'clock the next morning, 3 a.m., something like that. So I went in, gave them the stuff. They looked it up and seen what the doctor had to say and what my blood test was and all this kind of stuff. And they never even came up to me, and I sat there an hour. So I just walked up to the triage nurse, the nurse that when I said, here's the deal, man. Either you do something for me right now or I'm going to walk home because I'll be damned if I'm going to die in your emergency room. I'd rather die at home. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes to make a decision and I'm out of here. And she got 5 minutes later, they were doing my blood pressure and bringing me into the room to see the doctor. And sure enough, they didn't even put me on an IV. The guy gave me a potassium pill, you know. So I said, you know what, forget it. And that's because I was taking a lot of the water pills, like I said, which um, they strip your potassium. Oh, Joe's here. I didn't see him either. How you doing, Joe? Or did he go already? Let me go back. Yeah, I don't see him. I know if somebody said hi to him, he must be here. Okay. But anyway, that's enough on my illnesses. And Jeff left, right? He said. And somebody said hi to Joe again. Oh, there's Joe. How you doing, Joe? And Sue says hello to Joe, and I'm done. Okay, cool. So enough on my illnesses. uh, hopefully, you won't have to watch me die. Maybe I'll live a little while. I'm hoping to, but I have to be optimistic. But yeah, so I gave you the updates on the house. Hopefully, by the middle of the week or end of the week, I should have some pretty good video on hopefully some real progress on the house. I'll try to put together some pictures of some of the stuff we're looking at. My wife wants to change the windows. She likes another style window better than the ones that are spec'd on the plan, and she's already talked to her brother. I'm just going to call him brother. They're cousins, but it's her brother. Uh, so maybe I'll try to get some pictures of that. The wall, I'm hoping to. I'll talk to him probably tomorrow and ask him when I can have them come back and start working on the wall again. And then I have a lot of stuff to do as far as it isn't in the deal. You know, that back corner where I want to put that little building and the water pumps. I got the pool to do. I have the pond to do. I have concrete on the side of the house and the concrete driveway. I need the overhang, you know, covers for both the driveway all the way out to the gate and on the side of the house where the Thai kitchen's going to go, and the stuff for the Thai kitchen, and the cabinetry that she's got another brother that's going to come take a look at once we get the walls up in the kitchen, which I'm hoping is going to be very soon. But you know, so hopefully I can put together a pretty good video on the house. So we're talking weather. Still here. Who is this? Andy, my blood pressure is really good, doctor says. It's like, oh, cool. Maybe the machine was broken. Well, I don't know if you mine dropped about 20 points just by coming to Thailand. Yeah, exactly. I got a lot of people to piss off. Yeah. Yeah. But not as hot as humans. 92. Okay. And that was pretty good. So hopefully I'll have a pretty good video on that. I believe it's going to go like gangbusters, like it did in the very beginning when they started. You know, all of a sudden, you know, they thoroughly just amazed me on how quick they were doing stuff. And like I said, this white block goes up 10 times faster than the red block. So I'm anticipating by next weekend I should have a pretty good video put together. I'll try to edit it down to, you know, 10, 15 minutes or something. But because I want to move the well tank. I want to get flat space for temporary for that green one. I want to do the concrete for the little building and the two 1,000 liter new lifetime guaranteed tanks. And we already have a water pump, so I got to get the water pump. The brother still hasn't gotten that. We ended up, it was going to cost us 10,000 baht to bring water to the property. So what we did, my wife and her mother talked to it's a foreigner that lives right behind us, and he has a well, and he said, you know, hey, if you just chip in on my electric bill, you can go ahead and buy a pump, tap into it, and pump. So the builder did that. So I got a brand new, the one that's going to go in the house has already been running over there. They'll have to move it over. So that's why I said I'd like to have that concrete done so I can set it on there and not have to plumb it 3 times or something. But so it was good because I think I paid all of his one electric bill. It was 1,500 baht, and that's all I really gave him. It was only for 2 months. So and then now we have the well that we put in that you guys have already seen, and that well is pumping great. So I think what I'm going to do, I don't know if we talked about that too much. I want to get, and what I'm looking at, and if anybody knows of any place here in Surin or someplace to contact, I want to get a full filtration system for it. Maybe not an RO for the drinking it in the house, but a big one for outside so that it doesn't, it doesn't ruin the toilets or the washing machine or, take out sand and, all the stuff that's going to clog up the nozzles on the shower, calcium or whatever's in it. So I think I'm going to do that because the ones that I've kind of looked at on Facebook Marketplace, I think somewhere between 10 and 15,000, depending on how extravagant. They're pretty much those big, tall cylinders. I don't think it's a salt system. I don't know. But somebody had suggested that putting in the, what are they called? Lost my train of thought. Water softener. Okay, what have I missed? What was that one with my beard? I missed that one. Did I miss that? Oh, come on. How come I can't go up? There we go. Let's see. Okay, here's where we were, Andy. Not as humid and hot. I think we looked at that one. Johnny, oh, this was the one, I think. Mitch, good luck selling your house. Yeah, I think he's going to do well, Sue. Stuck in Florida. I've never been to Florida one day. I've been to Georgia. It's about the closest I've come to Florida. Although I've wanted to go for a long time. Let's see, 15 centimeters, 12. Oh, here's the one. Yeah, my wife did. Yeah, she got a hold of me. If it was up to her, it wouldn't be there at all. But everybody seems to like it shorter, so thanks, I appreciate it, Joe. So I guess I will keep it like that. What did I miss here? Stuck 965% humidity like it was earlier this week. It's a little taxing. Yeah, and you know what? I don't know if anybody knows too, but I heard also that I think I told you the other day there was a YouTuber in Phuket that said that did a vlog the other day on riding the bike around and he didn't have a mask on. And I know that in the last one that they had during the lockdown, they let people that exercise not wear their mask. But I'm under the impression that they have not said that yet. As far as I know, if you're exercising, riding your bike, walking, doing jumping jacks, whatever it is, you have to have a mask on. I could be wrong. Like I said, I have not heard that coming out like it did a year ago. I agree. I like to relax. Feel much better in Asia. I do too, and I don't. I felt better. I think it's just any place but the United States. I hate to say that, but and again, Robert, like we had talked to, yeah, we had talked about the food and antibiotics and steroids and insecticides and all that. I think that has a, a major deal on the way that you feel. Yeah, I couldn't. Robert's crazy man with this roofing deal. Although if I got him here and I needed some roof work done, I'd have him go up and look. But he tells me he's not doing it no more. I remember that. It's like in Florida, I got cramps. There it is. No more. He's finished. Thank God. You wear a mask at the gym? Yeah, my wife made me stop going to the gym because she said, you can't go. Now they're shut down, I think, here. Do you go? Where are you going to the gym at? Here in Thailand, Joe? Stuck in Florida. Um, I didn't. I thought the gyms were closed, but I could be wrong. I thought the gyms were closed. The theaters were closed. Um, I know that in Bangkok it's a little bit different than it is in some of the outlying areas because I know here we can still go to restaurants and sit down and eat, and I know in other places they cannot. That's my preference. Oh, oh, you're in Tampa. Okay. What was that one? Vietnam and Thailand, they use panel roofing much easier. Yeah, I'm going to show you that too. When the stuff that I'm getting, that PU stuff that has the hard insulation on the bottom of it. It's about yay thick, and like I said, it'll be the metal uh, panelized stuff on the top, and then I'm going to go ahead, I think, and get the rolled stuff put in the attic. He's breaking that apart right now, but if I think I might have it right, I think it was about 15,000 baht for that. Let's see. Over 50. Should I not climb ladders? You know, I got to start doing something. I've got little dumbbells here that I'm starting to use again, and trying to stay semi good. But I felt great when I'm in Thailand working out at the gym. I felt 200% better than I've ever felt in the United States. I agree with that. And like I said, even in Costa Rica, they were in a blue area or a green area, which means that, I don't know, 19% of the or 90% of the people live to be over 100. Um, and they don't know why. Well, I can tell you they're eating right, man. These people, all they eat, especially in Costa Rica, is beans, rice, and bread, you know. And if they do, they grow their own vegetables, and they eat nothing with any kind of insecticide or uh, any kind of steroids or antibiotics. It's not good, this stuff that we eat, that I've been eating my whole life, just completely injected full of antibiotics. And they wonder why we have a low resistance to crap. Well, it's because you've been injected into making me eat, antibiotics for 40, 50 years. And that, again, is my opinion, but I could be wrong. Good morning, Bob. How you doing? Glad to see you make it. But that's, like, again, that's my opinion. They've been making us in the United States eat stuff that's just absolutely full of antibiotics, and are wondering why our immune systems are shit. So, and again, like I said, my opinion. Uh, yeah, I used to too, and that's why my knees are completely stuck. I used to climb up the side of a building with a 50-pounder of refrigerant and a, a an air conditioning compressor, and pulling stuff up hand over hand. I just ruined my body. But those straight up ladders on the side of the old buildings in LA, they were the biggest nightmare in the world. Everybody says hi to Bob, says he's well. Robert says good morning. Cool. But yeah, so let's see. So we talked about the house. Hopefully by the end of the week, I'll have a good video on that. In case a couple people that had dropped in, the builder's supposed to. He took his second draw. He told me tomorrow he will be delivering all the roofing and all the block. So I'm hoping to get some video tomorrow on that, and then by the end of the week, that white block goes up real quick. So we'll get that on the house. We talked about being old and and on different medications. Um, what else did we talk about? Anything else? Anybody's got any questions or want to talk about a certain thing or whatever? Let me know. But it seems like it's been all right. We got 13 people. That's pretty good for me. Um, but yeah, we talked about that. We talked about being old and the different surgeries and illnesses that we've had. Uh, but I'll tell you what, I am getting the younger crowd. Mostly when I started my channel, I looked at the what is it, the analytics or whatever it is on age, and only like 1% female, which I think is Sue and Tough to You. Uh, and then most of them were my age. I think it ranged between 60 and 65 or something. And now it's been going down to 50 to 55. And I've even got some 40-year-old kids watching the channel. But I think that's mainly the people that can relate to what I have to say anyway, as somebody from 50 and above, even maybe younger. But I would think I would appeal more to people that are retired. If you can retire at 30, hey, yeah, I could give you some information. But it's always somebody else's point of view. No matter who you look at, that's doing YouTube, and they're doing that, like, teacher or whatever. This is my life. This is the way it happened to me. This is what I'm doing. This is what happened to me when I went to get my license. And you could watch 10 or 15 different YouTubers and get 10 or 15 different answers, and it'll all change tomorrow. Because the same guy that gave you the right answer, he went the next day and he couldn't get it. Somebody else in that province or whatever. So that's basically it. So everybody knows, I think, that this is my outlook on stuff. This is stuff that happens to me. This is my life, and I'm pretty open with my life. I've been real open with everybody that has been in here. And I will be. I will be. Yeah, that's what I am too, Bob. I'm really well seasoned. You know how to make a prison knife. Yes, we can do a whole video on that if you want. Great. Uh, I had McDonald's first time in a year tonight. It's good. Yeah, I kind of jones for McDonald's. That's the one bummer about being here. The closest McDonald's is in Buriram, and that's about an hour each way. So, needless to say, I don't go there very often. We have no Burger Kings within a 5 hour radius. Of course, we got Kentucky Fried Chickens. We got, 40 of those. But uh, what else? I know Thailand doesn't celebrate Mother's Day until September, but happy Mother's Day. Yeah, that's what I say to everybody too. I know there's not, unless Sue is still here, it's up to you, but anybody's significant other, um, be sure you tell them wish an American Mother's Day from everybody here. I had Popeye's chicken sandwich today. Okay, Popeye, I haven't had that in a long time. Hello, sir. My channel format will be like this. I do it this way. I do it. Everyone should do. Yeah, um, yeah, you will. You Mitch. It's the same way. I see some people are getting really aggravated. Some of the bigger YouTubers with the troll situation, and people saying this and people saying that, and some of the people that I thought had really thick skin, and letting it get to them. It's kind of sad. I hope it doesn't happen to me. If somebody wants to, be, I still don't have a troll yet, but if somebody wants to, you like that one, a shiv, but it. God, I lost my train of thought now. Um, yeah, I mean, if they want to come on like that, then you just block them and get rid of them. Or, I know teachers having a problem. I was on his, was it yesterday that he got in with Surrey Broker, I think. Um, uh, one of the trolls got into it with him, and they went back and forth. It was actually pretty funny, but not funny to some people. Uh, if somebody's already subbed to your station, Mitch, who was that? Robert says he's already subbed. I'll sub. Yeah, I know you're joking, but it is. It's basically how you can get across to somebody. How can I help somebody? Maybe make it a little bit easier. With just something that I learned. And you can get that from 10 different people easily. Certain things that happen to teacher are different than things that have happened to me. But it seems like some of the older guys, anyway, like teacher and that, and Robert and all that, we're kind of from that same era. We were born in the 50s. And uh, it seems like our things, at least it does to me. Maybe I shouldn't speak for everybody, but it seems like teacher and Robert and we all sat down. We wouldn't have a care in the world. We get along like best buddies. Mitch, everybody on this channel, but that's all it is. It's given me something to do. People like to see the house, um, and people are interested to say, well, maybe I should build or maybe I shouldn't build. And what does this guy think? What does this guy think? And I know Mitch is kind of like, he doesn't know what he wants to do. And if he wanted my opinion, I would say you definitely got to rent something for 6 months or a year and figure out where you want to go, and then find out what's going to be better for you, to buy, but or to buy or to rent. It's, it's so cheap to rent someplace now. You can get a nice place overlooking the water, and it's nothing. 3, 4, $500 a month. For a little one bedroom, unless you got a family or something you're moving in. See, Stuck knows. Uh, uh, but that's what I like about this. The best is that everybody has fun. I'm sure when we do end up getting getting some trolls on here. Uh, what did I miss here? Love your channel. Then it might be a pain in the ass, but I mean, the people that are watching might take them off. If I can answer somebody, I'll answer them. If they have a legitimate bitch about what I said or what I did, um, then okay. If they want to sit there and bust my chops about something that I believe in, then no, this is the way I believe. And if you don't like it, don't watch. Go someplace else. And I think that's the way that most of the people are getting. Um, but let's see, am I catching up? Am I missing anything, guys? Just repost it. You got to realize I have 12 people in the room, so it's really fast. Mitch filming once with the camera help get under. Yeah, exactly. I got what do I have? 403, and I've got almost 2,000 hours of watch time. So, um, really retired working for you. Yeah, he gets a lot of people. I get 12, and I get flustered. Yeah, I think you will, Mitch. I think it will. I think Sue, you will too. I think it'd be fun. You just do it. I didn't know what the hell. I still don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm having fun. You know. Who's leaving? Johnny, you leaving? All right. Stay safe. Take it easy. That over 1,000. First stream, 750 on the second stream. Wow. I couldn't even imagine that many people. But I think I have 404 subs now. What am I missing? Everybody saying, did I miss that? What is that? God, I'm horrible. I think so, Sue. Yeah, I know. I think you definitely should. And like I said, you can do everything from a phone. And if not, I got a crap load of little cameras, and I even got some gimbals and everything, plenty enough to take it. I've got such an overkill here on half the stuff that I don't know how to use. But it gives you something to do. That's one thing. Well, you'll see. You might not get a little bored. I get a little bored, so it helps me to 406. Wow, I think I only had 404 this morning, so I got a couple more. Cool. It'll get there, I guess. Channel, give me. Oh, well, um, yeah, I don't know. I didn't think that I would do this at all. Never even crossed my mind. The only reason I did the ones is because I put them up, and my family would look at the hotels and stuff that I went to. And then when I did do that interview with Joe, he kind of said, "Yeah, maybe you should do it." And I didn't. It wasn't for me until I started doing it. And now I kind of dig it. Like I said, I'll keep doing the live streams every 2 days just to until everybody says please don't. Then I'll stop. Who was it, Mitch? A lifeline. Okay, I read that wrong, Craig. Yeah, it could be. It is. I mean, it gives me something to do. Going through withdrawals. Yeah, he did the one that Siri broker, and that was I think yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, that's the one thing that I have a little bit of problem with, Robert, is walking around with people watching me with my, talking into a camera. I have kind of a hard time with that. But I think that's just something you do look at ease. When I woke up in the middle of the night the other night and watched your deal, it looked like you were very comfortable doing that. And it's something I guess I just got to get used to, um, simply because uh, I'm going to have to do it sooner or later, because I don't talk that much, even when I'm walking and showing you guys restaurants or walking through a green market or something like that. I'm not very good at that. I got to get a little better at that. But and I think I can get my wife to come on to a live stream here soon and advertise it enough ahead of time and a Q&A to maybe get. She doesn't like to come on because she thinks her English sucks, and her English is quite good. We get our point across, but the uh, get her on there for a Q&A because I know some people might want to ask her. Probably the first question would be, "What are you doing with such an old bastard?" That would be my first question. Tidbits around town. I feel awkward too. I felt awkward, Mitch, when just doing this, or not even knowing that I'm live and anybody could be watching me, but just doing it into a camera. It was. You're welcome. I miss a few vids stream. Yeah, you seem to be around most of the time, Andy. I know everybody's been pretty good. They'll come on and say they missed it. I know Sue did. Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. I missed a couple of them. My daughter's in town. It's like, it's not a problem, Sue. Especially if I've been doing them every other day. Yeah, he seems like it. Yeah, definitely. So we can both learn a little something from Robert on that. But I think it's one thing. Like when Joe told me to do it, he said just get behind the camera, facing forward, and just talk. Get used to doing that, and then start flipping it around and doing some stuff. It was smart to walk around filming people. Yeah, I've been a lot of places that they would not have welcomed me with a camera. Yeah, it is, and that's the way I feel with the people that are on here. That's why I've always been that way, but I've never been in a situation like this. But if my friends and we were sitting around and they asked me something because of the way that I was brought up and the people that I was around, you got to remember that if you lied to your brothers and stuff, you get beat up and severely. So lying was not an option. So and it becomes part of a regular life as far as that's the way that I my life was when I was younger. Okay, not now, but when I was younger. But the so I naturally, like when people say, when I was saying it before, we were talking about stuff, and I think it was Andy that said, Dave, maybe you're giving away too much of yourself. um, I have to kind of watch that a little bit, but 99% of the time, if somebody asks me something, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna lie, and maybe that's good, maybe it's bad. It's probably bad, but it's just because I feel comfortable. I don't with the people that are in this room, especially now, and I don't realize that there could be trolls and stuff watching that'll bring it back to try to haunt me later on in life. I don't know. I got nervous during Richard's streams with Maggie because I had half a dozen friends from here watching. I watched it. I woke up the middle of that night too. Did you go back there? She was up in the. I went on, and of course I subbed her channel, and like I told you the other night, I just slept like crud, and I got my phone and looked at it, and she was live streaming, say, hey, she had like same thing, 10, 15 people on. Keep me awake. Keep me awake. I got to do work. I do my work at night. She seems very nice. I don't. It's the first time that I've watched her. But yeah, that's true. Robert Wood said you can't see the phone. Lots of super. I remember the 8 Me too. Um, yeah, that's when I saw her, and I talked to her a little bit, but I was in the middle of the night. Um, I was half asleep. She was talking about her because I was really curious. I wanted to ask her, but I didn't. Was what kind of computer she got, what kind of processor, how many megs of RAM, and she probably would have answered all that. And maybe I will on it if she does another live stream, because she seemed very nice. Where is she at? Did she say she was in Korat? Is that right? Because I think I asked her that night, and she said, "Sarin, no, you're not that far." I mean, Korat was the one that I did we did the video on, where we went and got the waterfall, and they have all those painted deals. At some point, being old enough, you feel confident about just saying whatever you want. I know my mom's at that age, Craig. And the trolls say, "Bring it on, pal," and you just lap them off. I would hope that I would hope that's what I'm gonna do. You know, I just can't see me being in any other way. I don't let too many things. Like I said, when I was younger, you could just say hello, and that would probably pretty much piss me off. And now you'd have to pretty much punch me to get me to retaliate in any way. I just won't do it. I won't do it anymore. Cool. I've got her. I'm subbed her now, stuck. So I will definitely check up on her. But I was really interested in uh, the computer she ended up with and what it was. They're telling me to get this Ryzen 7 um, processor and this and that, and I'm going off like what Mike said, and those are all TI guys and TOT. My wife's place, when I was in there, they told me the exact same. They told me the exact same thing. You grew up on stone tablets. Um, yes, correct. Okay, that's what I thought. So that's not too far from me. But she did seem real nice. I don't know if she has. Uh, does she have a boyfriend that does the videos with her, or is she just on her own? I don't really know that much about her. Yeah, my mother has gotten that way. She's 89, 88, 88 or 89, and the past maybe I want to say 10 years, when she tried late 70s, mid 70s, she pretty much just says whatever she wants. Doesn't has no filter on her mouth whatsoever. Which with me is fine, but when she's talking to other people, like I had my aunts. Uh, my aunts was one of those people that she had three boys, and those boys could actually stab someone and kill them in front of her, and then drop the knife and say, "Oh, mom, that wasn't me." "Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think my son would do that." That's the way my aunt was. And I tried to tell my mom, you just can't say anything bad about her kids, because they've been together forever. My mom and my aunt. Her brother was married, or he passed away, but was married to her. So they had a kind of, just bite your lip and don't say anything. Don't tell her son's fat or could stand to lose a few pounds, or he does, just don't say anything. And she could never understand that. Oh, okay. Now I see. Um, but yeah, mine hasn't got there. I mean, if I'm talking to somebody and they're trying to get me riled up, it isn't so much that I wouldn't tell them the truth, or I wouldn't lie or whatever. I just wouldn't talk to them. I would just say, "Please go away, leave me alone." Where when I was younger, I wouldn't give them any options. Nobody. But usually when I meet people, and at least meet them in person, yes, she has a boyfriend in the States. Okay, cool. Is he stuck in the States, or he's coming back? Mm. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. It's a gaming computer. It's a ASUS. I forget what they call it. Tough something 505, blah 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 blah. And it's supposed to have everything. The only thing he said he did, it only had 8 megs of RAM, and he put 8 more in. But he said it was real easy to put in, and it was only like $50 or something. But yeah, and I've got to do that. I've just been, because my wife, the first thing she's going to say to me is, "You bought that computer, and $25,000 bought, and we could have bought tile for the, we could have done this and bought a picture to hang on the wall. Everything's the house now. So if I'm gonna spend anything, it's pretty much got to be on the house. And I can get by. The only thing, when she goes to work, she's off today, some kind of holiday. They always have holidays. But she's going to bring me, I guess, when I thought, that's how long it's been, I've been away from computers. I said, can you get me from work or get me 10 meters of a Cat 5 cable? She said, oh, no, they're Cat 6 now. I said, oh, okay. Can you get me 10 meters? So she's going to get me. That way I can plug directly into the modem right on the other side of this wall behind me. Just go above that T-bar type ceiling. And then I don't have to worry about the Wi-Fi dropping out or anything. I'm just connected directly to the computer. What am I missing here? Anything? Life's too short. Treat better. I agree, Robert. You got it. Visited my ex-wife's grandmother in a care facility. Everything was going fine until she asked me how my kids were and my wife if she thought I was her son. Everybody but me panicked. Yeah. Dementia's, man, that's why I said I'm scared crapless of getting Alzheimer's. I just carried on a conversation with her son for about 15 minutes till she drifted into something else. You're a good man, Mitch. I brought a picture to hang on the wall. Yeah, she and I want a nice house. I want it to be hers. I want it to be mine. She'd already bought. I don't know if you've seen my yard. She's got 50 roses and all sorts of what are they, orchids. Just to move over there. So it'll be nice. I'm kind of looking forward to the landscaping. And I asked Badger did a little video yesterday from inside his pool about some other stuff. But I asked him if he'd do a little video on his pool. I don't know if you've seen his pool, but at the very end of it, you got the steps that come in on this end, and then the very end of it, there's like a round white trash can looking thing that what I would think inside the pool, I'm imagining is the skimmer of some sort. And I asked him if he would do a short video on how his system works and and that kind of stuff. And he said, of course he would, which is kind of cool. So I would do that with my grandmother. Her son, yeah. My aunt was that way. She passed away. God bless her soul. But she was a good one, man. And like I think I told you that story. Everything was, you could laugh about some stuff, but the biggest thing was when they realize or they don't realize that either their husband's gone or they're like in this particular case, my other aunt had just lost her husband, and she'd ask, "Oh, how's Joe?" I'd have to tell her, and she'd cry, and then 10, 20 minutes later, she'd ask again. So people just started saying, "Oh, he's fine." that pretty much gets around it. Yeah, it is. It is. Comfortable. And she used to come over, man. Not that much. I only saw her a couple of times when she was my favorite. She had 7 kids. When my mom was growing up, I had my cousin Rich, who were real close. We're only 6 months apart. My mom was a waitress, so was my aunt, but she worked at night, and she would take care of all the kids during the day. And my mom worked 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. breakfast shift, and she would take me over there for the first 6-8 years of my life. I thought my aunt and my uncle were my mom and dad. That's how much I was there. Yeah, it does. But that back thing, I want to know what it is because I'm going to build my plunge pool myself. So I want to know what he's got there. I know he didn't put it in, but maybe it's a way I could go. I don't know. Yeah, he's doing a lot of great stuff. I don't have that much room. I wish I had that much room in my yard. My biggest fear on the farm. Yeah, I know. And that was my, in the States, I don't, you have to have a fence around the pool to even put it in. And a lot of people sidestep that. And I'm going, man, it doesn't even take a second for you to lose sight of a kid and that kid drown, just like that. Boom. It scares the crap out of me too. Mine, at least here in Thailand, I'll have 6 foot high walls all the way around. But I'm still probably going to be nervous. I'll probably be nervous. I'll probably end up buying one of those rolling. I don't know if you've seen them before. They cover the pool and you can actually walk on them. I don't know if you've seen them. I don't know if they have them here, but I'm sure I could order them in Aussie. Yeah, it's the way it is in the United States too, Andy. Perpetual Hawaiian holiday. She would ask, well, we would just say we're going over. Yeah, hey, as long as my aunt was always smiling. And like I said, it didn't take long to realize that it was just easier just to tell her people that had passed away were, oh, they're not here. They went to, they went on vacation, whatever. She's going to forget in 10 minutes anyway. So, but it was just something sad to see, until they figured it out. It didn't take that long, believe me. After she cried the second or third time, everybody just said, you know what? When she asks about people that have already passed, we need to make up a story, whether that's right or wrong. As long as my aunt is not crying, it's always the right thing to me. Zombie school form because yeah. I thought my name was Bastard for my whole life, right? But yeah, it's I'm how should I say this? Thailand is awesome. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. People don't. I don't have any new people that come in and say, "Well, what about this? What about that?" So I'm sure I will. But like I said, if anybody's planning on leaving their country to retire, at least come try Thailand. In case there's people sitting there that aren't, saying anything. Like I said, if you've made the decision, like Mitch has, that the United States is not where I'm going to retire. I think I'm going to go check other places. Why not come to Thailand? As Badgers say, why not come to Thailand? But yeah, because like I said, can you save a dime and nickel? And who would know more about? And I'd like to have a discussion with Robert. And maybe Robert, I don't know how to do it, but maybe we could do a split screen thing like I did with Teacher, and let's talk about the cost of living and what it's like in Vietnam versus in Thailand. I'd love to discuss that. And I don't know how. I see how in the bottom of my thing it's got a thing to invite, but I don't know how to do that. You might. So if you want to do something like that, let me know, and these every other day live streams we'll do one and split them up. If anybody wants to do it, Craig, you want to do it? Mitch, anybody, Andy, anybody that wants to talk about anything in particular, we'll get on the split thing. I'm sure Robert knows how to do it. If not, Teacher can probably tell me how. But I think it would be good because I know that Robert has a lot of he knows a lot about Vietnam. Yeah, a lot further. Not even close, Mitch. Not even close. You'll see when you get here. What I did, I was really anal about when I first got here. What I did was, there you go. Can I get in on it? I'll get it on the bar. The I would get. I think I got 20,000. Was it 20 or 30,000 baht? I think I took 30,000 baht and had it broke down. Went to the bank and got, this many 500s, this many hundreds, this many 50s, this many 20s, and I had a bag full of money. And then I would come up and put it in. I think I was giving myself 1,500 baht a day. And after the first, that was right when I got there, and I was doing all sorts of crap. And no matter what I do in a day, granted, I wasn't going out drinking or, that kind of stuff. But I'd always have 5, 6, 800 baht left, maybe more, and you'll see when you get into it, unless you're, you go on a binge when you get here. That might be because I just didn't, you know. But um, the you'll be surprised how much money you can save and how nicely you can live and how reasonable everything is. And yeah, you're gonna love it. And then of course you got me to ride around with and bust your chops and have a good time. I didn't see did Robert hear my question? Did he answer? Stubbs or Stubby? Go figure. What do you want to be called, Stubbs? I would love to move there, but I would miss. Yeah, and that's the biggest thing, Joe. And that's the hardest thing is is um, is that if you can be selfish like me and can be able to travel back every 3 months for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and be able to Zoom or FaceTime every day, maybe it would be okay. But like my cousins and some of my friends stuff, no way, they'll never. And it sounds like you never be able to. So you just come for, 3 months, every 3 months or something, and have a good time. That works too. But that's my biggest thing in the stuff I've done. Yeah, it's got StreamYard. It says invite, and I can drop a. Oh, okay. So if I drop the link, everybody could try to join, but I have to let them join down here. Is that right, Robert? Okay, Mitch. uh, okay, and when you get talking, okay, cool. Well, maybe we'll try that. You guys want to try that? Um, I'll be doing it in 2 days on what's that? On Wednesday. You want to try it on Wednesday? Anybody? Mitch, Robert? I know the only reason I was thinking about with Robert is because Robert knows a whole crap load about Vietnam. I was watching Foreigner Joe's video. Yeah, God, you know what though? That 74,000 is 2.3 is the loan we took against the house. Now we are spending some extra money, and by the time we get done with it, and she already owned the property, but it seems awfully cheap for me, except knowing that my wife had land and she spent the money, the bank's money, to build it. It makes a difference. That's why I was trying to tell Mitch. He had a couple of times we had gone back and forth about maybe I want to build, maybe I don't. I would think rent. Okay, if you got in the situation like me 2 years from now, 10 years from now, whatever it is, and you find a Thai woman, more than likely that Thai woman's going to be from somewhere in Isan, and her family's going to give her at least a rye or um, or whatever to build. So you're getting free land in that case. And if you could do like I did, she has a job and I brought my money in and then let her disperse it as far as for the rent, for food, for electricity, for all this. It looked like she was making a lot of money. The bank approved her, and you could use the bank's money to build what you want, and then she would get it down the road, and it didn't hurt you in any way, shape, or form, and you love the woman anyway. I would say go ahead and do it. Okay, what did I miss? Anything? Make sure you know who's coming on, not a flasher. Yeah, I guess that would be a problem if you had you got to know who's coming on, because I mean I'm not worried that I would lose money or YouTube would kick me off. Although don't want to get kicked off of YouTube at this time. A Zoom call, so easy. Yeah, it jonesing for me after 3 months, 4 months. If I can go back for 2 weeks, I'm fine. Okay, you want to do it on Wednesday? You want to do? Can I do 3 people? You want to do it with me, you, and Robert? Robert, you there? in the same state as my kids. Yeah, exactly. There you go. And me either. I mean, I was in the same state, but it's 6 hour drive either way. So I mean, it's not like it's close. I just hop on a plane. It would be basically pretty much the same thing. So. You can't. Mister, it's true. Well, that's okay. Cool. Let's we'll just decide on Wednesday. Is this time good enough? 9 a.m. my time. Is that good for both you, or is there a better time for you and Mitch? What or is 9 o'clock, 9:30? You tell me. I'm I'm retired in Thailand. I can do it anytime I want. You guys tell me. But this one I started, I think, at 9 a.m. And then we can decide, what we want to put on. We just do it, play it by ear. And I would say do it. We could do it now, but this way people at least know, or people that are on could tell other people, and maybe we'll get more than 13 people. Maybe some people that are interested in maybe going to Vietnam, or want to know something about Thailand, or want to know how you can become the best moderator in the greater universe. And Mitch would be able to tell them that. I don't know. 9 o'clock Wednesday sound good, Robert? Now I know that when I did it with Teacher, he sent me an email with it, which I haven't pressed that little invite button, and we set up all the microphones and all that crap first. Do we need to do that, or we can do it while we're while we're doing it that morning? Great for me. Okay, that's right. Okay, cool. All right, so let's say 9 o'clock, or 9 o'clock on Wednesday. That sound good to you, Robert? Yeah, Tuesday I know will be. Yes, I agree. You're the best that I know of, so that's all that matters to me. Robert, how about 9 o'clock on Wednesday? Yeah, I see stuck all over the place. Let me know, because we got an hour and 43 minutes in now, so we got 14 people, which is a high for me. But I'm glad for everybody that's watching. Thank you very much for watching. All right, sounds great. If I forget, you can call. Okay, I'll leave it up to you guys. 9 or 9:30. You guys tell me what's better. 9:30 better than 9, or is 9 better than 9:30? And then, well, should I try sending this link out right now? Let me try it. Let me see what it says. Okay, copy to clipboard. You can have it to 6 people on the screen once. Send a link to your guests. You may also want to share instructions. Oh, it does. It has email and everything else. Let me copy it to the clipboard and see what it does. Did it come up? Or no? Okay, that didn't work. uh, I will put it on my calendar now so my phone will beep. Okay, cool. Yeah, how come this didn't work? It said it would put it on my clipboard. Do I have to copy? Oh, I wonder if, let me try this. I just want to make sure that I'm doing this right before before Wednesday. But I can send it to an email. Uh, Somebody try that they can. Come on by, then we will all go on that day. My wife's. Somebody try that. Somebody try that. Let me see if it pops up at least. Oh, somebody did. Who did it? Bill? There's Bill. Okay, so it does work. You want to come on for a second, Bill? I don't know how this works. Let's see.
It works, though.
There we go. Hey.
I don't have my teeth in, though, so.
Oh, well. Thank God you're with a bunch of old people. All right, cool. Then we'll do that. And if anybody wants to, now somebody else, Robert's trying it too. Okay, let's add Robert too. You ready, Robert?
Yep.
There you are.
Hey,
Yep.
I'm laying in bed here.
Me half the time.
It's comfortable. My recliners. I'm like Lewis Cobble laying in bed right now.
Yeah, cool. All right.
So
all I've got to do is just copy and post it in there, and then it should work, right? I'm guessing.
That link you gave out was perfect.
Okay, cool.
I'm on my phone because the wife was on the computer.
Yeah.
I'm lazy.
Phone's
My arms hurt because I went to the gym with another YouTuber, and he was using these dumbbells, and I went to this machine, and they had 50. I put 50 pounds doing curls. Yeah, I'd start with 50 pounds and go down to 30, and then go back to 50. I did 280 of those, and I thought I was Superman. And Jesus, this morning I can't even lift my arms up. It's terrible.
Wow.
But God, I learned the hard way. You know that?
Right. Craig's coming on too now, but it sounds okay. Your phone has a better picture on it than my cheap camera.
This is my SE iPhone, my little one. I got the Samsung, and then I got a couple big iPhones. This one's a small. It's convenient to
hold around.
Yeah,
I got the 7
million damn pillows on this bed.
I got the 7. You want to come on for a second, Craig? Why not? Come on and say hello. There we go.
Hey, Craig, how you doing?
Hey, guys.
Hey,
How you
All
doing?
right.
Better sound than I have.
This is like it's one of these. I forget the name of it, but it's headset. Nice.
There's a little bit of Thailand for you guys.
Yeah, right. So I see on StreamYard you can have up to 10 people on StreamYard. That's it.
Can you? I just figure whoever wants to come on Wednesday, we'll do it at like 9 o'clock. Robert?
Yeah.
Okay. Or 9:30.
Mitch is going to remind me if I forget. Thank God. But I'm game. And I think Stuck, I'm not sure Stuck and a couple other, I don't know who wants to come on, but you just want a bunch of people ain't going to talk over each other too. It'll be nice. You got a good crowd on your channel. I
got somebody that says Flasher Perv wants to come on.
Be careful, man. You don't know. Hey, there's somebody that
I don't know your
channel.
I wish I knew.
You should
hey,
see
if you see one that says the Beast, let him in. He might give us like $1 million.
Oh yeah, Beauty and the Beast or whatever his name is. That guy that has that channel with millions of subscribers.
Yeah, he just crashes different streams and gives them tons of money.
This one, shit, it must be nice, huh?
This one says Flasher
targets
Perv. Flasher Perv.
Oh, definitely.
I don't think.
Hey, make sure you see the face. They should show their face.
I can see the face. I think it's Mitch. I don't know for sure. It's Mitch.
It's probably him joking.
It is.
Get ready to shut it off quick if it's not.
It's me. He's there. Let's put him on.
Figures Mitch is full of it. There it is. That's Mitch. What's up, Mitch?
Yeah, I broke my tooth today.
What do you got on there? You playing? Would you find something
my
in your
Billy
drawer?
Bob teeth.
Hey, you found something in the drawer, huh? When you're moving out.
Shit, look at you.
Hey, they actually look pretty good.
Oh my God. How's it going?
You mean like this?
It's going good.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
Well,
we're all
Bill
showing our dentures.
Bill wants to know. Bill wants to know. Can he borrow?
Mine
those?
don't come out yet.
You want to borrow those, Bill? You want to borrow? You want to borrow?
Yeah, good to see you. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, good to see you too. Yeah, so we'll do it. Now that we got both of you on there, how about you want to do it a little later, 9:30, whatever you guys want. I'm retired in Thailand. I could do whatever.
I'm retired
easy.
in California,
So let's do 9 o'clock then.
waiting to get to Thailand.
Yeah,
And it looks
I put it in my phone at 9.
Okay.
So, and it says call Robert.
Thanks,
Now-
man. Just in
Now it says that I can. It says that I could change these windows around. I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
You
you
can
can
move
move
them
us
around.
around like the Brady Bunch. Like that.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Hey, look
Oh,
at
And
that.
there's things we can do.
He threw us
You
in the
put the-
corner.
Yeah, you put the main good-looking guy right
Um,
in the middle here.
Well, that puts me out of
You can
it.
set it.
There we go.
You can set it to where the person that's talking automatically gets pinned to the.
Oh, really?
big screen.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, see, I know.
Yeah,
I'm
whenever
the
that person
worst tech
talks, it
guy. I'm
pops
the worst
into
tech
that.
guy in the whole world. Worst tech guy in the world right here. Oh, the Grinch is here. You find usually he comes in right before I'm gonna get ready to go. How you doing, Grinch? You guys will make
You
a
could,
good.
and then we can
motorcycle
do
game.
this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Let's see when I
definitely.
get there.
Yeah, I'm game. Did you see Grinch's comment? He said you guys would make a good motorcycle gang. So,
Oh, what was that?
I guess
What was
Grinch
that
said
movie
that.
with
Hey,
something
we get-
hogs
which one?
with?
Gotta get our chains.
Oh,
out,
yeah,
our
with what's his
jackets
name?
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hogs. That was it, right? Hogs. Or something
Yeah, it
like
was
that? Yeah, it was a
whole
comedy,
hogs
right?
or something
Yeah,
hogs. or-
something where 5 guys get together and go across country or something.
yeah.
Somebody dropped. Who dropped out? Somebody dropped out.
We lost some.
I'm still here.
We didn't lose it.
All right. Well, it's. I think it's going to cut me off at 2 hours because I didn't
Oh.
pay for my
Okay.
StreamYard.
Oh, they
But,
want that $20 or the $25.
Yeah,
Try to get
it
this
says
thing.
it wouldn't even be so bad. I'm such a cheap bastard sometimes.
I was paying it,
but-
and I
I'm
didn't
cheap.
even use it, so I shut it off.
Yeah, they
StreamYard
want it.
or
They want
whatever it was.
they want the whole thing up front. They want a year's up front. Well,
Oh,
if
do
it's
they?
the
I
one
was
for
Wow.
$40 a month.
I
Yeah.
think I paid
That's in there.
Streamlabs or something, and then I was
Is that
not
different?
using it because I can use YouTube anywhere. And
YouTube, but I like this one because I've been using it and lets me do stuff, the little banner crap, and
Yeah.
makes me feel like I know what the hell I'm doing.
it is very nice because you drop your banner and stuff. That's very nice.
Huh.
Yeah. When am I going to need 1080p? When am I going to need more than 6 or 8 people on this thing? So I don't know. I'll just see what it
Try to-
says.
You got your
Hey,
channels.
Grinch. Hey there. Grinch is in the house.
Yeah.
Rich
He's
Mong.
there. He's laughing.
I just clicked my
Oh, is that
comment
him?
back on.
Oh, okay.
The thing I like about StreamYard, I'm sure the other ones can do it too, but you can hit that private chat and
yeah.
I can put something up in there, a link or whatever, and you can look at it and go, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, let's try that. Or
Cool. Yeah, maybe I'll get good at this.
I just
stuff.
tried that. I was just trying that on my iPad and it bounced me off. So I don't
Huh.
know
Is that
if
what
I
it
need
was?
to be on my PC for what.
The only
Yeah,
thing it won't
but-
let me in the little branding thing that says StreamYard, it won't let me put my own thing in there unless I get the upgrade and something.
yeah, unless
Shit,
you pay
shit I
or
don't
whatever.
need. Especially right now. I don't.
Yeah, the old upgrade racket.
Yeah.
So let me try
Robert-
something here. I'm going to try something.
Robert disappeared.
There's my relax. That's me in 6 months, baby.
Oh,
Oh, I love that.
I wonder
Oh,
what
yeah.
happened to Robert? Robert disappeared.
Yeah, he dropped off too.
Did it?
Huh.
Now how do I? Oh, okay, remove. Okay, there we go.
Oh, wow.
Little bit bigger. I
Yeah,
just
see
removed
that
it.
you get a hang of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Easy
It's so
peasy.
funny. Like I said, the best thing that I've gotten so far, I've got shit here you wouldn't believe. The cameras, I got so much money and all this crap. Is that USB microphone that I bought for $350 from Lasada? It's awesome. Except it picks up everything, and it's got this in case I get really good. Hello. Got echo.
Hey, look at this. I did a lotto today. I won $3.
Did you? Oh, he's on top of the world. You could catch a flight right now, then.
Man, I'm
to Bangkok.
in high cotton, baby. This is it. Winter, chicken dinner.
Yeah, no shit. Hey, I stayed up and watched Richard's deal with that gal. I was surprised myself. I was up
you did.
10 o'clock at night. I know. I almost fell. I think I did fall asleep at the end. Then that was the same night I woke up and she was still streaming at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, Maggie is a night owl.
Yeah, I guess she said she does all her work and crap at night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't. She seemed like she's a nice gal. Hope she does well. Because I know a lot of these people that are on YouTube, they do it for a living. They do it to make money to be able to stay in time.
Oh, there you go, Andy. You'll be in a restaurant. That'd be cool.
What do you say?
Just tell them you're a famous YouTuber, and maybe they'll give you a free meal.
I might do this on Wednesday, but I'll be in a restaurant at the time. That's all right. Just just bring it. Put your phone out there. I was surprised. Like I said, if you looked at the camera, this is just some old thing that I pulled out of the box. But and I'm speaking to Mitch right now. Is that if you've got an iPhone or whatever, man, I got just as the nice thing about my iPhone was I have that power director on there. Oh, and I could go right, like if I wanted to right now, I could take my iPhone, hop on my scooter, ride over to the house, do a whole video, go to eat lunch, edit it, and then put it through StreamYard and post it before I even got home. That's the nice thing, about having it on the phone. And I carry my phone everywhere. But, now I'm I like doing the live stream thing. It's kind of gives me something to do for 2 hours a day or every other day anyway. Like I said, until everybody says, please don't do this anymore. Please. They're begging me. Then I won't do it anymore.
Oh, boy, Andy.
All right, let's see. I do.
Yeah.
Cave, the family room, my 6-year-old.
I spent all day yesterday with 2 friends' dogs, and I came home worn out. They're like, "Oh, Mitch is here. Mitch is here."
That's the one thing we could talk about too. I never really thought of it. I'm kind of attached to my little dog here now, but somebody that's coming here that doesn't really know what they're going to do. I guess if you stayed for a year or 2 years and then decided you wanted to go someplace, I guess you could just bring your dog. I don't think I could. I guess what I'm saying is I don't think I could stay with a dog for 2 years and then just leave it behind. And go somewhere else. Because I know the one buddy of mine that was in Costa Rica, he loaded up his 3 dogs, big dogs, labs, and flew them to Costa Rica right on the plane because he was a service guy, had the service dog thing.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess you could just fly them because that would be interesting because I don't know about you guys, but in my old age, man, I sure did get attached to freaking animals. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
My boxer, next on the 12th will be 1 year that I put him down.
What kills me?
He was 15.
Sorry, 15.
No, that's okay. I just I'm not going to get another dog until I'm in Thailand.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because I'm not going to leave one here.
It'd be fun. No,
might be just a soy dog.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with soy dogs. I think I'm going to get 3.
I'll just adopt one on the street there, and
the 3 that are over at the house right now, I know are going to be mine. I just know it, and they're pretty big dogs. They're a mid-sized dog, but it's okay because I just can't leave them out there knowing they're going to get hit by a car or something. So I know I'm going to bring them in the yard, and they're going to get they'll get acclimated with my little yappers, and I'm going to end up with them. But
bit by a cobra.
Exactly. Now my wife said her mother found in our yard a poisonous snake, and I said a cobra, and she said no, and I said, well, can it kill you? Robert's back.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah, I said, can it?
There you are.
I'm back.
There you are. I said, can it kill? Can it kill you? And she said yes. So I don't know what kind of snake, but that kind of scares the crap out of me because that little dog just runs around that yard, all day long. I don't know what kind of snake it was. But she said it was.
It was probably did she say what color it was?
Was it the green one or the brown one? I know
it was little. She's not in here now. But
there's a green one. There's a green one that's deadly, and there's the cobras. In Vietnam, they got a green one also. They got the cobra, and then they got a black cobra. I've seen
she said it wasn't. She said it wasn't a cobra. So might be.
The green pit vipers are usually way down south, like Malaysia.
Yeah, huh?
I'm gonna have to.
But all over Thailand, you have a banded crate, which will be thick black bands within a yellow snake, and that can pretty much end your life if it's a fairly robust size.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it will just
that's
cause
what I
you
like
really
about
grief.
In Vietnam, people go out and hunt snakes, and they sell them. There's people that eat them.
Banded crate.
Not my family, but a lot of people, they like them. It's a delicacy, and you don't find snakes that often. But they're there.
I've seen one dead on the road, and I've been here 2.5 years.
Delay. Interesting.
And it was
they're everywhere. You just can't see them. You gotta go walking around at 11 o'clock at night.
No, definitely. And I don't go out of the house after 8.
They're more scared of us than probably.
Yeah, I'm just worried. What I'm worried about the dogs because they, that little dog.
Yeah,
I have
you
is
said
only,
that, Andy.
Only this big.
Your dog. That sucks.
I'd kill it
Poor
in a heartbeat.
dogs.
Well,
But
I love them.
I'm scared.
I had miniature doxies since I met my wife that passed away for 30 years, and the one I had, the last one that I considered, I think I told you guys a story that I told the work at the time. Hey, don't have to worry if my family member dies or whatever. I'll never use my union 3 weeks of grievance. But if my dog passes away, I won't be in for 3 weeks. I'm telling you that right now, just so you know. And they told me
animals are like better than a kid. Actually, I lost my dog at the beginning of the year. I had it for almost 18 years. Ugliest dog you ever had. It was a terrier mix. Well, I was looking for a big dog, and I found it at the pound. And this dog became my best friend. It was very smart, and finally, old age got it. But my God, when I lost it, I was thinking, my God, it's like I lost a close friend. I was in tears, man. And my whole life, my stepdad was an idiot. And if you cry, you're not a man. If this and that. I mean, he screwed up my head big time when I was growing up. But he, I was like, if you guys have watched me a little bit ramble, I wasn't a good person the first, more than half of my life. And it was weird because I didn't care about people. I didn't care about animals. And now if I run over a freaking, snail, something running across the road, I get emotional about it,
Hello, Bob.
Yeah, what the hell happened to me, But that 20 years I had my little chocolate miniature dogs.
Everybody has a past story, It's just
I'm just
today. Who cares about?
I'm happy. I'm happy about the person that I am now, and that's all I care about from here on forward.
The main thing is everybody's good people now.
Yeah, the people that I know that I've met, and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friends that I've known since 5th grade that I still talk to 2 or 3 times a month, every month.
Wow.
The ones that haven't died yet because I'm going to be 65 this year. But, I'm surprised that I had friends that long. And these are friends, what I consider, if I was to pick up a phone right now and say, I need you, they would do whatever they had to. They would be in Thailand tomorrow. They're what I considered friends, But that damn dogs, man, that damn dog lived 20 years. The male lived 18. And the worst part about it was I lost the 2. We had one younger one that was 16, 15. I lost the male, the female. I lost the male right before my wife went into the hospital for leukemia. I lost my female right before my wife died by 2 months. I had to have somebody else take her in and give her, my sister-in-law, take her in and give her the shot, with the vet. And then I lost the third one that we had right before I came to Thailand. It was like a bad year. 2018 sucked. It was the worst year of my life, you know. But like I said, I look up now, and the wife that I have, that woman is just unbelievable. And her children are, the family that I have in Thailand here. She just told me this morning she's the luckiest woman in Thailand.
Dave, listen to your story. When you're in the hospital, laying there, sick as a dog, and a lady's by your side all the way through it. What's that tell you about a person?
Oh, yeah. And I wasn't the nicest man in the world when I was in there, because now I have a tube in my mouth. I can't drink. I have dry mouth. They won't let her put any kind of moisture in my mouth because they're afraid that I'll choke with this tube. And I'm getting mad at her, telling her I can't speak. Get out. Because I was a miserable bastard. I'd been laying there for 2 months, So, and she took it in stride. Just, yeah.
Wow,
but I remember when I had given up a couple of times, I could hear, and I was brought up Catholic. My mom goes to church every day, has for 70 years. And I went to Catholic school, but I never knew exactly what I believed in. But when I was in there, I gave up a couple of times. I was just breathing. I remember, in a coma or whatever, but then I finally just said, you know what? I'm done. And it was her holding my hand saying, be strong, don't give up. And these other voices, which could be my wife that died, could be God. I don't know. All I know is they told me, you either fight, we're not going to let you die. I didn't die.
You got something to live for now. You and her and the family.
She is, oh God, because I hear these stories and I feel bad sometimes because the people go, oh, she took my property. I built her 2 houses and I built her 8 houses. And, we were together for 6 months. And I'm going, did you ever have a clue that maybe she was taking your money? And so some of them are like that. Are there ones that is love blind? Yeah,
Dave, there's good and bad in everybody. It's not just Thailand. It's all over the world, man, Yeah,
that's why I told you earlier, I want to have her on for a question and answer. And I go thinking to myself, God, if I was on the other end of this, the first question I would ask her was, what are you doing with that old bastard? that would definitely be the first question.
We're gonna get her on there and tell him, hey, we got to get Dave to shave his beard.
Oh yeah,
she would love it.
We're gonna start some. We're gonna get that beard off you, Dave.
All she does is tell me, her children tell me, handsome. Oh, handsome. I'm going, you guys are full of shit. But I love them to death. Her kids are phenomenal, 18 and 15. And it's just so weird because when you're growing up, the generation of kids in the United States now is gimme, you owe me this. I want. Hey, can you go do that? Oh, what do you mean? I don't want. Never. Kids, one thing, can you give me some water? Whoop, they get me water, bring it back. Anything else? Yeah. Never. I've never heard my wife in 2.5 years, or in almost 2 years, I've never heard her say the word no.
Family in Asia, like Vietnam, Thailand, family comes first. It doesn't matter if you're the grandkids or who you are. Family is number one. Families together. Here in the U.S., my God, people have kids and the kids don't even get along with the parents, and they fight. It's just terrible,
I agree, and that's the biggest thing. And it was the same way in Costa Rica. The people there believed in taking care of their elders. Their elders were very special to them. Like my wife, she, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take care of my family until I die. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I have a retirement from when I quit air conditioning for 8 years before I went out on Social Security disability. I opened up a 3-story medical training facility in the front of the trauma center in Fresno for UCSF before the building was even occupied. And I was there for 7 years, and they're going to give me, like, in that 7 years, it was union. They're going to give me like over $2,000 a month for 7 years. That's all I was paid in. But I called them in the middle of the night the other night because I was worried. My wife had all the paperwork and I can't find shit. So I finally got my union at 3:00 in the morning. In Frisco, they put me through to the people that do the the retirement fund.
Right.
And I got a lady that was just phenomenal. She looked me up, got it all, told me exactly what I'm going to need because of my wife's age, she's not going to get, I have to take a reduced amount retirement, which I don't need from them, but a reduced amount. And then when I die, she has to take a reduced amount, but she will get it till she dies. Now, it isn't a lot of money.
That's the defined beneficiary.
Yeah, it isn't a lot of money. It isn't a lot of money to me, but it's over twice her salary that she makes at TOT.
A lot of
So
money.
I mean, it's a lot of money to them. So I can sleep at night knowing when I go, she's taken care of, her kids are taken care of, her parents are taken care of, everybody's taken care of. And what I have in the United States will go to my kids, and they're pretty much on their own anyway. And they'll get the money out of the house and some other stuff that's there.
That's awesome.
So
Mine's
yeah,
only
so
like
it makes-
my retirement's like I think it's like about it was reduced by about 260 or something, so I could have my
Sounds
wife
about right.
on there, and she's 13 years my younger, so obviously I'll pass and she'll be able to continue to reap that benefit, you know.
the lady told me, and I didn't write it down, but it was something that I was going to get like 1900 if I wanted to take the whole thing. If I wanted my wife to get it, it goes down to like 16 or 15. And then when I pass away, because of her age, it goes down again to like 1200.
That's
And,
really good though for her.
Yeah. It'll take care of her for the rest of her life. And that's what I want. I mean, she was there 3 times a day for 3 months, man. When I moved from the ICU into the private room, she took a week off from work and it had a bed in there. She just stayed 7 straight days with
That's
me.
great, man.
Yeah.
Great.
And then after that, it was
Wow.
just unbelievable, the price in Thailand and
Hey,
and I've
could you
said it before.
imagine me, you, Dave, Mitch, all of us in Thailand sitting at a bar having a drink and chatting, or sitting around somewhere, a restaurant having some food? We'd talk.
Oh, yeah.
We'd talk for hours.
Yeah, we definitely wouldn't get any
That's the
sleep.
plan.
The first
Yeah.
few days.
Hey,
Yeah, and we'll go to
Hopefully-
Young and make teachers stay up.
hopefully
That's the
we'll
plan.
get there by at least October, September, October, November.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And I definitely do, and I know that Mitch is the same way. I am definitely going to hit you up as soon as they open up the borders and stuff to go to Vietnam. I want to go with somebody that knows
Yeah. Boots on the
knows
ground, that's
everything.
it.
Yeah, definitely.
So
And
nice
I really
to have.
appreciate
I was told-
you offering that.
I
Bye,
was
Bill.
told with my I got a passport book for Vietnam with a visa, 5-year. I was told that I can actually do a process and get dual citizenship in Vietnam. A lawyer was telling me.
Oh, that would be
Really?
nice.
But yeah, so maybe before my 5 years is up, I might do that.
Do that.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've been wanting to ever since you got to figure we were only together 7 months when I got sick, 8 months when I got sick. So we never did really get to do a bunch of traveling. We went some places. Any place to them is a big deal because they never get to go anywhere. Eating papaya salad instead of rice
Look,
is a
here's
big deal.
Here's my football TV.
There you go.
Stereo
I haven't watched any football
That's a
since
big
I've
one
been here.
there.
I haven't watched any football since I've been here. I had a buddy that passed away a long time ago, and we used to go and gamble. In the one bar we had, there was a bookie that was there,
Oh, out in the,
and we
in the-
gamble
oh,
and
yeah.
gamble and gamble. And our 2 wives came up to us and said, "Enough's enough. Stop with the gambling. You're wasting money." And we were doing pretty good. We'd win and lose. We were all right.
The bookies
said,
get
"All right."
really good.
A week later, my buddy's going, "I don't really want to watch football anymore." I said, "Why?" He goes, "Who cares? If I don't have
Yeah.
money on them, what do I care?"
Hey, Dave, did you know? Did you know a bookie? I forgot his name. He had a little black car, a small one. He'd drive around all the bars and collect money. He was a bookie in North Hollywood, the Van Nuys.
Was he? No, this was in Reseda
Okay.
or so. But no, it doesn't ring a bell. This was a friend of a friend. He did it to make money, and
Right.
whatever. He did it. He didn't make money. But yeah, so we didn't watch. I did watch after that. But I haven't watched since I've been here. I haven't watched.
Now we got casinos everywhere here. It's terrible.
Yeah, and yeah. up by where I have my house up above Northern California. They have 1, 2,
Indian.
3 Indian casinos right there, and they're nice too.
Yeah.
One of them they closed down because they had a big fight. They were fighting over money, all the Indians, who got what and all that. They had guns coming out and stuff. But I like it up
I
there.
got all the
up
nice
there.
casinos here.
Yeah, I've got my nephew
where
who I
you at?
wanted.
Palm Springs.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You got a few right off the 10 freeway there.
In Palm Springs.
Aqua Caliente, and then there's
Yep.
Trump.
Best in the country.
Yeah, there's
That's
a
what-
few of them there. I've been down
My-
there. I'm actually
first wife-
west of you about an hour or two. I'm in, South Pasadena.
Oh yeah.
I'm right. That's where I'm at right
Is that
now.
where you're at?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all my stomping grounds. There. When my first wife, we went to high school together. Her dad was the coach of my little league team. They lived 2 blocks away from me. And,
that's true.
I always had a thing for her when I was in high school. She got out of high school and she worked at Bob's Big Boy, and she ended up marrying this guy manager with
Bob's
a little
Big Boy.
man's complex, and he beat the living crap out of her. I mean,
Oh,
I would drive my Panhead and I would come down her street. That's the way I would go to my mom's every night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I went by there one night and I hadn't seen her in 3 years, and she's standing out in the front yard, and she waves me down, and I stopped and we started talking, and I seen, of course, she had, it was healing. It was healing, but she had it on there. Well, this little guy, they had a kid together. We ended up getting together and getting married. But the reason I'm saying it, she was a
Oh,
drinker.
wow.
I love her to death, but she was a drinker, and he was, or she and her brother worked in the Bob's Big Boy in what's another city out there right by Palm Springs, right by
Thousand Palms,
something like that, right around in that area.
India.
It was right, of course, right up the
Rancho
freeway.
Mirage.
Yeah, Rancho Mirage. That's it. And
Wow.
we went there.
Oh, big
I
boy.
would go there on weekends after we broke up, and because I still like to go and see her every once in a while. But that was one of my first marriages. That was only 9 months. The one that I had my 2 kids on my second marriage, that was 9 months, because I let my wife talk me in. Cost me my Panhead. I had 2 Harleys. I had to sell one Panhead to pay for the birth of my daughter. And after that, when she got pregnant with my son, we still weren't married. And she came up to me and said, if we got married, your insurance would pay for, having Bryce. I said, wow, that sounds like a pretty good idea. Well, that cost me $500,000. But, and then the third marriage was the good one. That was the one.
Third's the charm, right?
Yeah. The first 2 are 9 months each, man. 9 months.
What
each.
When
number
I
is
was in
this?
college.
This is 4.
This is the good
This
one,
one's
right?
4. This is 4. Yeah.
This is your last one.
Yeah, I think so. I'm done.
So let's see. I'm looking at chat. Sue was out on a phone call, comes back. Everyone's on the screen. We're going to be doing this again, Sue, next week on the 12th at what time, Dave?
I think 9 o'clock, same time we started today.
Okay,
Is that
so
a good
9 a.m.
time?
Thai time.
Oh, Rain
Next
Sam's
week.
here too.
Yeah,
I didn't-
yeah.
I wasn't looking at any of these. And Bill, I guess I need earbuds. Oh, okay. You didn't have any. Yeah,
My,
Echo.
I'm getting text messages like crazy. I got to go.
Okay.
But I'll
I'm gonna
see you
end-
guys
I'm gonna
next
end
week.
this, guys.
See everybody.
I'll see everybody on 9 o'clock on
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Have
All
a
right,
good
guys.
night, Mitch. Take care.
Awesome.
All right,
Thanks,
you
guys.
All right.
Thanks,
Bye.
See
Sue,
you later,
everybody,
Mitch.
Andy,
You're welcome.
Frank sent everybody.
Bye,
Have a good
everybody.
night.
Bye, guys.
Bye. I'm still
Bye,
here.
guys. We'll see you.